back. Spelling group number 3. Today's Monday, October 12th, and go ahead and open your spelling books. We are on section N5, and we're going to finish that section today. Okay? Your first, I have not, when I made this video, I still had not received your spelling test from last week. So as soon as I do receive them and correct them, I'll make sure to send you a copy of your spelling test from last week. Okay, so I believe this might be number 16 in your spelling book. The word is pear. I ate a pear for breakfast this morning. Pear. How many syllables is that? You're going to use the E-A multi-letter phonogram. Pear. E-A. It's not the as in early, otherwise it would say per. It's pear. E-A has 3 sounds. E-A. Which one are we using? Pear. Before you write them out, before you write anything. E-A. We say pear, but the correct pronunciation is pear. Pear. So what sound would it be? E-A. It would be the third sound, A. So if you're saying pear incorrectly like I am, we're saying it wrong. It's pear. All right. The next one is a little bit of a tricky word. It's not an English word. It's a Greek. The root is from Greek. And it means to judge. And the word is criticism. Listen carefully. Criticism. Criticism. 3 syllables. Write it 1 syllable at a time and write each letter that you hear. Criticism. Okay. Criticism. Let's look at 1 syllable at a time. Crit. This vowel says its first sound. We don't need to mark it. Crit. This is saying first sound. Crit. But you're saying, but it's at the end of a syllable, Miss Yolanda. It should be I. Crit-I. But remember, this is not an English word, so it doesn't follow the English rules. Crit. This is saying the letter C has 2 sounds, k, s, and it's saying critis. What is making it say its second sound? Criticism. I remember now. When it comes before a E, I, or Y, it will say its second sound. So it's coming before a I, so it will say its second sound. Listen carefully. Criticis. S is saying its second sound. We're going to put it to criticism. I would make sure that you write this spelling word at least 6 times a day so that you'll get it correct on your spelling test. All right. Your next word is else. What else are we going to do today? Else. All right. First sound, no sound, silent E. Now, silent E, there's 5 reasons why we would be using a silent E. The first one is to tell a vowel to say its second sound. In this case, it's not. This is saying the first sound. Second reason is An English word cannot end in V or U. So that would be rule number 2. There is no V in U. If there is a k or a g, it's there to tell the k or the g to say its second sound, and there is no k or g. The fourth reason is if there's one syllable and only one with no vowel, then we need to have a vowel, and that would be the vowel. So every syllable needs a vowel. It already has a vowel, so it's not there because it doesn't have a vowel. So if we've gone through the 4 rules and it doesn't apply, then there's what's called a no jobby. It doesn't have a job, so it's rule number 5. No job E. Your next word is fifth. She came in 5th place in the race. 5th. Listen carefully. 5th. One syllable. 5th. All right. We have a multi-letter phonogram. 5th. It's the first sound. We don't need to mark it, just underline it. This is saying its first sound, I. Right? The last one in this section, the word is yesterday. Yes, day. Yesterday. 3 syllables. Yesterday, we went to the zoo. I will write it right here. I'm going to give you, what did I say? I was going to give you 8. I will put it up here. Yesterday. First sound. What do we have here? A multi-letter phonogram. Add another multi-letter phonogram. A, 2-letter A, that we may use at the end of an English word. Okay. I just want to show you something. When an English word ends in A and there's no Y, that A would say the third sound. It would say ah. But in order to make it say A, we make it a 2-letter A. Go back to this one right here, 5th. I want to show you something. There's a abbreviation for 5th, and that abbreviation, leave a little space and write 5 with a little T and an H. Actually, it doesn't have to be. You can write it like this, a T and an H underline. That is the abbreviation for 5th, and then there's a period. That's how you would abbreviate 5th. Okay, so I don't know if you need to turn the page to another page or just go to the next page. And we are going to start section N6. I'm just going to give you 3 more words. Section N6. I'll write it right here. Section N6. Your first word is cheap. Cheap. No one likes cheap stuff. Cheap. Cheap. One syllable, you're going to use the EAA multi-letter phonogram. Cheap. And let me write it here. You have 2 phonograms. Ch, sh, ch. We're using the first sound, just underline it. Cheap. E. EAA, it's the first sound also of EAA. Your next word is cheerful. God loves the cheerful giver. Cheerful. Cheerful. Cheer, not full. Full, like something's full. Okay. First sound of ch, sh. E, double E always says E. And we have full. Normally we spell full like this. Okay. But we don't need to use the second L because the rule is we often double the F, S, or L when it's one vowel and one syllable, one vowel and one syllable. This is two syllables, so we don't need to double the L. And the last word is. Listen carefully because it's got a silent letter in here and it's not an E. The word is honest. We say honest, but we think to spell honest. We say honest, but we think to spell honest. Right. So what do we do with silent letters? We double underline. The H is silent. We say honest. A is the first sound of A, O, U. We don't need to mark it. E is the first sound of E, and we don't need to mark it. And S is saying its first sound, honest, first sound of Z. All right. At the bottom of your page, I believe there are 3 lines that are there for like to write a sentence. On those lines on the bottom, I want you to write, I'm going to give you 5 phonograms today and 5 on Wednesday. Write them there so you'll know which ones to study. You should be watching the multi-letter phonogram video every day. And you, this is group 3. You guys should know these. You should not miss any. But anyways, the first one I want you to write, listen to the sound, say it as you write it. Ow, oh. Say it as you write it. Ow, oh. The next one is ow, oh, ooh, ah. Ow, oh, ooh, ah. E, I'm sorry. E, a. E, a, it was, you should know it. Okay. Oi, that we may not use at the end of an English word. Oi, that we may not use at the end of an English word. And oi, that you may use at the end of an English word. All right. I'll give you 5 more on Wednesday for Friday's spelling test. If you get 100 on them, I'll just give you a new set of words for the next week. All right. So we'll see you on the next video. If you have any questions, call me, text me, or come by and see me. Practice your spelling words. I want you guys all to get 100. If you know how to read these and spell these, you will become an excellent reader. All right. And readers are leaders. Bye.